seguir la corriente. Seguir la corriente, so that's one way to say this, or seguir el juego. Seguir la corriente, seguir el juego. It depends, you know, it depends. Some Latin American countries use seguir la corriente. Seguir el juego, I've heard that from people, from Spaniards, you know, people from Spain, but both are commonly used in the Spanish world. Seguir la corriente, seguir el juego. Okay, so those are two different phrases. They mean the same thing. So the meaning is to play along. Okay, to play along. Wink, wink, you know? Wink, wink. Oh, man. So, when you kind of pretend that you are, you know, you are understanding or kind of doing what the other person say they're gonna do, that's what it means to just to play along, you know. So it's just, yeah, pretend that you, it says pretend to cooperate. That's the definition. That's the definition. So yeah, it's pretty much like you play along. You play along with, I don't know, whatever the situation is. For example, querían que cooperara con ellos, pero me negué a seguirles la corriente. Querían que cooperara con ellos, pero me negué a seguirles la corriente. Okay? So this means they wanted me to cooperate with them, but I refused to play along. So yeah, that happens sometimes for sure. It's funny because corriente means it has some meanings, but one basic mean is ordinary. When something is ordinary or common, it also means current. Okay, or when something is running, when talking about water, current, and it's just a very interesting word, but in this situation it means to play along, seguir la corriente. Juego, el juego means game. So it's pretty much like saying playing games, something like that. But seguir el juego, seguir la corriente is just to pretend to go with the flow, whatever is happening, just to play along. So let's break this down really quickly. Querían, ellos querían. This comes from the verb querer, which means to want. So they wanted. We don't need ellos here. You can say ellos querían if you want to, but it's not necessary. Querían, they wanted que cooperara. This means they wanted me to cooperate. Okay, when you say que after querer, so you're just adding more to the sentence. Querían que, they wanted ... and now we added the verb cooperar. Cooperar means to cooperate. So querían que yo cooperara. They wanted me to cooperate. We don't need yo in this situation. Yo means I or me in some situations. Con means with ellos, them. Okay? But we need this pronoun because we're talking, you cannot avoid this one. Usually the pronouns that go at the beginning of sentences, like yo quiero, tú quieres, él quiere, something like that, you don't need the first pronoun. But then later on, if you have to say they, you need it. You need it in the sentence. This ellos is in the middle of the sentence, so you need it. Pero, but, yo me negué, I refused. Negué, negarse, the verb negarse means to refuse. Me niego, I refuse. That, you can add more to that. But in this situation, me negué, yo me negué, I refused to seguirles la corriente. We're adding les, the pronoun les, to seguir. That's a common thing to do in Spanish. You're talking about ellos. That's why you're saying les. Seguirles la corriente. Play along. Play along. So that's what this sentence means. It's advanced. It's a little advanced, but that's a common thing to add a pronoun to the verb. Okay, seguirme la corriente. Play along, with what I'm saying, right? Seguirte la corriente. I will play along, whatever you say. So this is les is because of ellos. Okay? So it's an interesting thing that you need to pay attention to if you want to use this phrase. You can add reflexive pronouns to seguir. Okay. In this situation, like that. In general, too, seguir can work really well with those reflexive pronouns. Okay, now the last example, guys. The last example is decidí seguirle el juego. Now we're using el juego. Para no disgustarle. Para no disgustarle. So I decided to play along to not make her angry. Okay? So we're using just the other form of the phrase. Decidí means yo. Yo decidí. It doesn't mean yo. It means that I decided. Okay? So yo decidí. I decided. We don't need yo. By the way, this verb right here comes, this is a conjugated form of the verb decidir. Decidir means to decide. Okay? I decided in Spanish is decidí. Decidí seguirle el juego. So right here we are using again a pronoun. We added a pronoun to seguirle el juego, and we're talking about one singular person, so that's why you need seguirle el juego. I decided to play along para to not disgustarle, make her angry. Okay? So, disgustar can mean different things. One of them is to dislike, to upset, to make someone angry, or to get someone upset. So it's a very interesting word. So essentially you just played along so she doesn't you don't make her angry, so she doesn't get angry. So this is a very interesting phrase as well, because you're pretty much saying playing along, seguir la corriente, seguir el juego. So you can use either one, they mean the same thing. And yeah, this verb right here also has the pronoun le. So we have it here as well, le, and here le. So yeah, that's the meaning of these two phrases.